Talk to him. Ooh. He'll fuck you is what he said. Is that not how he... Wait. Hold on. Be right back. She's never finished till it. How you in the middle of the club, trying not to cry to a love song.
Since his franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will not be... It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jones. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguess themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. And this one's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Jackson now. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
Jackson will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Colin Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure that...
And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Remember in preseason when you're going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. And, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of them.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd down and goal. Jackson, touchdown Jaguars. From 8 yards out. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Throwing, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's certainly funny how a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. This is brought in at the 21. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a forward defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
On second and goal, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Christian Kirk, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for their offense.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Jackson. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because it is absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Jones now on 1st and 10.
This one swung outside to Strong.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Here's Jones on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Caleb Chason.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw.
Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It's Eckler again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the... Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Up the middle with Eckler. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
You didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds Strong on the check down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they will take a knee here.